What's going on, everyone? It's the second episode of Zephyr's Talk, and yeah, let's get this shit started. We're just gonna be waffling pretty much, and just talking about the games that are coming out and the games that we've been playing, and have a good old discussion. So, yeah,
Yeah,
we're also in formal
so
attire. So as you can see, we're kind of spiffed up. So
yeah, I was planning on wearing merch for the podcast today, but still waiting on that, so no big deal. So I figured I'd throw on exactly what I wore to work today. So
yeah,
here we are. But we want to stick to the gaming in this podcast. Obviously, it's a gaming channel. Last weekend after we did our podcast, we played Battlefield together as a team. It was a phenomenal weekend. Just once the boys are together, me, Kato, Rec. I think we had features from Moon
mm-hmm.
and just in Cap as well.
Yeah.
And we were obliterating lobbies.
Oh god,
It
was
was
so
pretty
fun.
bad. Like you might be one lobby or two where things weren't going our way, but there's obviously a lot of interest in the game as us as a team, and I think me and many of the teammates can agree we can't wait till October. And the good news is when the game comes out in October, I have a long weekend, so I'm really looking forward to that.
I work for it,
And
so I'll be able to play. Did you see Black Ops 7's reveal trailer?
oh man, yeah. And this is listen before we get started on Black Ops 7. I've been playing Call of Duty since I was 5. Like you're supposed to be like 18 to play this game. My parents are like, okay, you're gonna be playing it when you're a kid. So I've loved Call of Duty. I play competitively, like I mentioned in the last podcast. I've done, I play for wagers and stuff on there, and I really like the game. But as many people in the community, like they're just going in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
And when they have an opportunity to save themselves, they just divert back to their old bad ways. I loved Advanced Warfare, but the community doesn't.
yeah,
They don't want jetpacks. They don't want fucking this mantle and stuff. Maybe some people do, but not the majority. And when you're designing a game and you're releasing a game, you try to cater to the majority, and they're just not doing that. So I think that they're going to retain some of their diehard fans, but there's a lot of people like us, me, Kato, and the boys that are like trying to figure out the next game and what it's going to be, and it's Battlefield. And
yeah.
it's pretty clear. What were your thoughts on the Black Ops 7 trailer, Kato?
A 250,000 people disliked the video compared to 33,000 likes in the first day. In the first day, and then people don't like the jetpacks. The only real game that I liked the two games that I liked was Infinite Warfare, which was the first one, right after Ghosts came out, and then Black Ops 3. That was the only two where I liked the jetpacks, and Black Ops 4 flopped so hard. Black Ops 6 is a fucking mess with all the like anime tracer. I'm not gonna say the other word that people be using, but the anime tracer packs, and they just ruined it. Like with the American Dad one, the Beavis and Butthead collaboration, the immersion is fucking ruined because you have all these particle effects that you can't get off your screen, and then the shotguns are too strong, way too strong. Your body gets sent across the map when you get hit with a shotgun. Too strong. And the small maps, it's just overall it's boring. I've gotten Dark Matter in every game that it's been available in, and I stopped the camo grind on that game because it was boring. Like the game was boring. So, but when I watched that trailer, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely pre-ordering Battlefield 6. And in Battlefield's case, I already know, I can feel it. I'm like fucking what? Who's the investigator on Dexter? The black guy. Who? That's what I'm feeling like right now because I know they're gonna add microtransactions. I already know. I know it's coming because it's EA. So
That's true. The microtransactions are coming to both games.
Hopefully,
Both games. It's inevitable.
Keep it
It's
to a minimum though.
that's the big thing right now is to what extent are they going to go? But the problem is if they're going to do it, you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. The EA is going to take a mile too. But like, I don't think the reason I dislike Call of Duty is because of necessarily the skins. right? I don't think
Yeah.
that's like the main hate behind Call of Duty. I think the main hate behind Call of Duty is all these people who grew up and now are adults who enjoyed all these basic, simple games. Now it's not basic and simple anymore.
Yeah.
And as much as jetpacks and stuff are a skill gap, which a lot of people like, right? Because it
Yeah.
separates them from the competition. It's just like we've been here before.
Yeah.
We want an actual mastered old kind of style Call of Duty before we get fucking jetpacks again.
Yeah.
Like they're doing things ass backwards, in my opinion, and I don't agree with it. You know, I don't know. I think Battlefield's where it's at. I think it's gonna have its flaws like every game,
Yeah.
but I think in the long term, I think that that game's gonna be taken care of more than Call of Duty will be.
Yeah. Because it
It,
seems a lot more polished than what Black Ops 7 is. Like, let me say this. If they would have remastered Black Ops 2, that would have been the best competitor for Battlefield 6 right now. If they would have mastered Black Ops 2 and made
yeah,
like night maps and all this other stuff for Black Ops 2 instead of remastering maps and putting it in Black Ops 7, it would have been way better. People would have been way more hype and people would have been way more hopeful for the Call of Duty franchise because they said that they weren't worried about Battlefield 6 and like they're defending their use of AI generated stuff in their maps and skins and stuff, and it just seems like they don't care because they said that Call of Duty is too big to fail, so they don't really care what they put out. They're just putting out slop, and they know that people are either going to buy the battle pass or buy skins and put them in EOMM lobbies, and just throwing them slop, and people will eat it up all the same. So, and it's fucking
and
sad.
it is. And I wanted to mention this is I'm gonna give you all the credit for this idea. And it's just an idea at this point.
Oh
We
yeah,
don't know enough about Battlefield 6 to know how the servers are gonna work or anything along that lines. But if you're just tuning in to Zephyr Gaming Channel, I know that you see a lot of racing content on our channel. But I want all our viewers to know we get a lot of skillful people on the team when it comes to shooters. I would argue and say we almost have better shooters on our team
yeah,
than we have drivers, but
yeah. I'm
that's
a
a
way
hot
better shooter
take.
than
That's a hot
driver.
take. Okay, we'll let that for everyone in the comment section to decide. And I guess now that gives you guys a reason to watch our shooting gameplay too to judge your
Yeah.
skills for yourselves. But we want to have we want to start hosting tournaments and stuff in Battlefield servers if possible.
Yep.
Um, and you know what that consists of is obviously it's a bit, it depends how many people and how much interest we have, but we're gonna try to add some competitiveness back to gaming
Hmm.
and some positive, you know, playing Battlefield, man. Like I never get pissed. I'm never like fuck this guy or like
Yeah.
screw this player, I hate him. It's just like it's not like Call of Duty, man. Call of Duty is beef, man. I've been at
Yeah.
LAN
Straight
in
up
Call of
beef.
Duty, like playing in person, and people are like screaming and shouting and telling you to go F yourself. And I just don't get that vibe from Battlefield. And I think that if we could get like a community together with a bunch of shooters and stuff, like it'd be super fun to play.
Yeah, so my original idea was have a server running and then run tournament style like how the maps are small in the beta, kind of have those maps running through and then like TDM. I don't know if we could have multiple teams facing off each other like 4v4 v4 v4. I don't know how that would go, but just figure out the logistics of it and try to see if we can run it like that. I don't know if it's going to be like a dedicated server where anyone can join or like if we can have private lobbies. I'm not sure. Hopefully we can. So it'd go a lot smoother than what we were doing on TCM. But if we can have private lobbies and like set some stuff up, that would be great because that would be really fun. I think it'd get a lot of engagement and just we could run the Battlefield 6. I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah, and there's so much potential there because we have enough interest in doing public lobbies and stuff. Then it starts coming to a point in time where we start trying to get licensing for holding tournaments for money
yeah, yeah,
and being partnered further with the game because back when playing for money was a big thing, it's not as much now as it was back in Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1 days.
yeah,
Anyone had a chance back then if you had good internet because most of the time half the people you're playing against had terrible internet. So if
yeah.
we were
It
able
was
to
it
get
was
some
all
type
about
of
connection back
environment,
then. Yeah. So if Like if it was like Black Ops 2 days, because on Battlefield 6 it is also about connection, because some of
Yeah,
your
it is.
bullets
Ping.
wouldn't register, and you'd end up dying because your first bullet or second, like first and second bullet didn't register, and you would end up dying. So
Mhm.
like hopefully with private, like when the full game comes out, they kind of stabilize the servers and everything, and hopefully our server is stable enough to not have as many ping issues as the beta did. So
Yeah, the beta was interesting. I performed really well knowing that I was playing on remote play.
yeah,
And I didn't realize until after the beta when I hopped back on my Xbox and I was playing without remote play that there was actually an input delay. And I didn't even really
mm,
notice it. But it was once I went back to playing without remote play from the PC, it was like, dude, like this is insane difference. And I still did really good. I think I got a
yeah.
1.7 kill death in the beta.
I didn't know that you were playing on
Played,
remote play.
yeah, playing
Like
straight up on
watching your
remote
gameplay,
play,
I did
man.
not know you're on remote play. What the fuck? That's crazy because your shots were insanely accurate for being on remote play and for having an input delay. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and it was only, yeah. And then when I went back on the Xbox, I noticed it was in 720p, and I was
Mm,
only on 30 frames.
yeah. Dang.
So like I had a bunch of problems going on, but they're addressed now and stuff. But overall, I'm so excited about Battlefield. But in the meantime, we're playing Car X, right, Kato?
Yeah.
Like that's that's a big thing the boys have got going on right now. Um, Lots of content being uploaded on Car X, and we're hosting our own servers too. So if
Yeah.
you're tuning
I've seen.
into the team page and stuff, we're gonna start posting on YouTube times that we're gonna get together and we're gonna host a big server. What can they hold up to, Kato? 16 or
Yeah, 16, I'm pretty sure. And then,
yeah? So
so we're going to be hosting like drift meets, card meets, and then like cutting up on the highway and, just all the good shit that you see on, well, on CarX in general, and then like in real life too. Because I've been modifying some cars. I got like two BMWs that I modified that are like C4 or C5. But yeah, that game is really fun. Like,
it just has a lot to offer.
yeah, because but the only bad thing about it is it's not like Assetto Corsa where like you can record like outside of your car. Like you can't like do a session and then go back and record everything. That's the only thing that I don't like about it. And you can't like record in general. Like the camera mode is really weird too. That's the only thing that I
Mhm.
don't like about it. Like you'd have to be recording in the moment in first person or something to like get good shots, or like have someone send you their record and when y'all are doing it. But that's the only bad thing about it. If they made a quality of life update to where it was like a set of Corsair, and or even like the crew, I'd take the crew like recording settings too. That's fine. But
Mhm.
it's just we need more options in that area.
Yeah, we do. And then in the time being, I'm playing personally. I know some of the other guys are Battlefield 2042 because, it's
Yeah,
just a good way to pretty much warm up and be ready for the pace and
exactly.
such for Battlefield. So it's a blast. Like you just hop in a lobby and you have fun. Like back when I played Call of Duty, it's not like that. There's times where you really hate your life. And I find even in Battlefield when you're playing against a really good team, there's still moments that are so engaging that you just want to keep playing. So there'll be a lot of content released on that up until Battlefield comes out.
Big facts. But what was I gonna say? Damn, this is the one time that we don't have another topic to talk about.
You're straight, man. It's been a long week. I don't know about you, but like this
I'm
week
tired.
here, like the days were crawling by. Like it's Wednesday, and I'm like, it's not Friday yet.
Yeah,
And I don't
because
know why it feels like that, but this week, out of all weeks this year, is dragged.
yeah, like I work 4 10s in a row, and then I get the weekend off, and it's just it goes so slow. Especially like when we're doing the parts that I was telling you about, it goes so slow, and
Yeah.
I'm the fastest one, so it just like when I'm not racking, it goes so slow. But yeah, what? Oh, I just downloaded DayZ. It's kind of like Rust, but
Did you?
yeah, because it's on PS Plus. So I
Is it
don't
on
have
the Game
to.
Pass on
Yeah,
Xbox? I think it is.
it might be. Hopefully, it is. Because
Yeah.
I've been wanting to play Rust. Like I've been wanting to post like a whole wipe, but it feels like a second job. So that's why I haven't been playing it. But I also have been playing Warframe and stuff, which the new update that's gonna come out looks so good. It looks so good.
A lot of stuff that we do behind the scenes is like having a full-time job, man.
Yeah.
There's so much going on behind the scenes. There's times where an evening of helping the team out is more, it feels longer than your entire day at work in a job where you're making, good money. Like
Yeah.
it's insane what's going on behind the scenes, but um it's a team collaborative effort here. We're hoping in the next podcast that Kato and I are going to get someone else in here. We're going to get a guest appearance from someone else
Yeah.
on the team, so you can hear their background, their story, and what brings us together, and how they fit in the team. So we're looking forward to that.
Hell yeah. And then oh, we gotta get Rec on here. We gotta get Rec.
Yeah. We gotta get
And
we gotta get Rec on here. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be a good one. I'm looking forward to
me
that.
too, because I wanna hear about how, they kinda came together and made his concept for his merch and stuff.
Mhm.
And I'm having Pierre do some stuff for me behind the scenes too, but we'll leave that for
We'll
another
keep
time.
we'll keep people thinking about it for
Yeah.
now, right? We'll just keep you coming in and tuning in for the next podcast.
Hell
So,
yeah.
but in the week coming ahead, I think that Kato's got some new videos up on his channel. Link will be in the description
Yes,
below.
sir.
And for myself as well, I got a recent video out, Battlefield 6, some squad deathmatch gameplay with Kato and Rec. And I got some more gameplay and shorts that are coming out this week. So stay tuned for those as well.
All right. Good talk.
Yeah. So we'll see everyone in the next podcast. Enjoy the gaming this weekend, and we'll see you later.